No one can be trusted until we find them.
Wow. I knew she was evil, bruh.
This is the Russian, Inspector.
Nikolai, I've asked for you because I wanted you to identify the man you saw at the scrapyard.
Payday. Your checking account is full. You finally have enough money to restock your fridge, pay the bills, and treat yourself to something nice. Maybe that's a fancy dinner or a pair of shoes you've had your eye on for quite some time. But it ends there. No matter how hard you work to make your income stretch, the ends hardly meet at the end of the month, leaving you anxiously waiting for payday, only to repeat this cycle again. Two-thirds of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 40% of those who make $100,000 or more live paycheck to paycheck. So why are so many people, regardless of their income, struggling to make ends meet? Here's why you never have enough money. Number one, lifestyle creep. Every time you get paid more and get a little extra money on your paycheck, you want to go out and spend more. Get a bigger apartment, pay a little bit more in rent, buy a new car because you work hard and you deserve it, but lifestyle creep is the very thing that's keeping you strapped for cash. Wonder why the ends never meet at the end of the month? Take a look at how much you're spending month to month. I was reading a book recently, The Millionaire Next Door, not the newest kid on the block, but the principles in this book are still very applicable for today. Stanley and Danko, the two authors of this book, studied and profiled America's millionaires, the top 8% of the population as of recently. Now, the popular image of a wealthy person in the US is someone who displays all of the status symbols of wealth: the big house, luxury car, and expensive clothing. But this image just displays a big spender rather than an accumulator of wealth. If building wealth and changing your family tree is a goal of yours, then lifestyle creep is not the behavior that's going to get you there. So if you truly want to build wealth and change your family tree, then there's a distinct set of characteristics you must possess. Here's a cheat code. Live below your means. Use your time and money efficiently to build wealth. Prioritize attaining financial independence over displaying social status. Learn how to invest and explore various investment opportunities. Something this book reiterated for me on my financial journey is that building wealth and becoming financially independent takes hard work, frugality, and discipline. I definitely recommend you read this book, or any book for that matter, as I've found many very valuable nuggets hidden throughout various literary works. Now, if you're not a very big reader, or if you don't have the time to sit and scan a book cover to cover, then book summaries will definitely suffice. And for that, I recommend short form. They make the world's best guides to nonfiction books. They're like book summaries on steroids. If there's a book you've always wanted to read, are curious about, or just want to extract the key takeaways from, you can get the book's key points in a one-page summary that will take you less than 10 minutes to read, or you can have it read to you. On top of that, you can dive deep into super detailed chapter-by-chapter summaries, and they have interactive exercises to help you apply what you've just learned. I've personally never seen anything like this before, and I'm excited to start exploring books I have yet to get my hands on. Honestly, I find myself opening this app more often than I do YouTube Studio, and that's saying something. So if you want to explore book summaries in a really exciting and interactive way, get a 5-day free trial with Shortform by clicking the link in the description below. Number two, falling for consumer traps. If you leave the house and you often come home with something new because you couldn't help yourself, let's say your favorite store was having a sale and you stopped because it was on their way, or you clicked on that email, hit add to cart, and before you know it, boxes are sitting by your door. You've fallen for the consumer traps, and it's not necessarily the easiest trap to avoid either. Between social media and the many computers we carry in our pockets, it's mind-blowing and quite frankly scary how you can talk about something or search something, and then Facebook or Instagram will show you that very thing and everything related to it that you didn't know you knew you needed or wanted or said or thought. I mean, sometimes these ads show up in my email, and I swear it makes me feel like someone is following me with a microphone, like an invisible robot that Amazon owns or something like that. But here's the deal. Consumerism can kill your finances if you're not being mindful with your spending. So if you've ever wondered why you never have enough money, ask yourself, how many unnecessary purchases have you made? Number three, living beyond your means. 2/3 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people think that if they have this much money, they have that much to spend. But if you're continuously spending every dollar you make in effort to maintain a certain image or standard in life, because apparently the car you drive or the brand you wear or how many bathrooms your home has matters, newsflash, it doesn't. Living beyond your means is an easy way and quite common reason people never have enough money. So if this is true for you, consider reevaluating your expenses and cutting what is unnecessary and cutting back on where you may be overspending. Number four, neglecting your savings. This is a big one. A major reason people feel they never have enough money is because they don't put money away in savings. But how could you if you're living paycheck to paycheck, right? Now, traditional thinking, it says to take how much you make minus your expenses and whatever is left is how much you save. But what if you flipped that train of thought? And instead, it took how much you make minus how much you want to save, and whatever is left is how much you have to cover your expenses. This is a very different way of thinking, and I'm quite sure it's going to challenge you. But if you're up for the challenge, then I challenge you. Start prioritizing saving. Pay yourself first and use what's left to determine how much your monthly expenses should be. Number 5, prioritizing non-essentials. Why buy it if you don't need it? Are you bored? Are you trying to impress someone? Maybe your friends or family bought it and you feel like you have to have it too, but you don't. Keeping up with the Joneses is not a trend you want to follow. It's not fun, nor is it financially sustainable. But if you find yourself handcuffed to this behavior, don't panic. It's normal and quite common, but it doesn't have to last. It's going to take discipline and some getting used to, but it's something you can overcome. Number 6, fear. Maybe you're working a low-paying job and you feel that's the reason you never have enough money. Well, my motivation for you is to stare fear in the face and tell him or her that you would no longer sit here paralyzed because of them. Because when you overcome fear, you'll gain the confidence to put yourself out there, learn new skills that might challenge you, and change jobs. I don't want you to feel stuck because of fear. You have so much more to offer that you are allowing yourself to explore. Keep growing, keep learning, and always stay true to you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.